This exercise is one of my favorite exercises of all time. It's called the Greyhound, and it is a Pilates style of exercise, but I learnt this very deeply through a course called JEMS. So I have to give a lot of credit to Joanne Elphinson from JEMS. This is the Greyhound. So first of all, we need to get our bones in the right place before we get moving. So we need to know what our bones are. I'm going to reference the sacrum. I'm going to talk about the sacrum. So your sacrum is this bony bit here. So you've got your lower back, pelvis, tailbone. The bit in the middle, have a feel of it. It's a curved shaped bone. That's your sacrum. Okay, make sure you can feel that. Coming back onto your back, we're going to rock the pelvis towards you to find the very top end of the sacrum, and then roll the pelvis away to find the bottom end of the sacrum. So feel that you can do that to really feel the sacrum on the mat. And you're going to rest your pelvis on the very curved part of the sacrum. So your pelvis is then going to be in your neutral, okay? Then we want to adjust so that we can completely relax the rib cage on the floor. So this whole section of your lower ribs must be relaxed on the floor. So give yourself a few moments to feel that. Head cushion. I've got one little head cushion. You might need more. If your head is tipping back and your chin is up, your lower back is not going to be in the most efficient position for this exercise. You need good head cushions to be on the back of your head. Gaze is up, chin is in its neutral position. So these bones stay on the floor as we move our arms and legs. Okay, so we're going to start by raising the arms above the chest, and we'll do the arm bit first. So you're just going to slowly take the arms towards the floor behind you. Rib cage stays relaxed on the floor, and the abdomen drops and scoops to the spine. This is why it's called the Greyhound, because it scoops in like a greyhound abdomen. You can imagine that. I'll talk about the Greyhound abdomen, or a hammocking abdomen, or a scoopy abdomen. Either way, the abdomen drops and we allow it to drop. Arms come back up again. So just a couple of times practicing that. As you take your arms towards the floor behind you, your rib cage stays on the floor. Your abdomen drops, you're still on the middle of the sacrum, and maybe you'll get a sense of a lovely elongation of the spine along the floor, nothing's lifting up. Okay? So when your abdomen drops like that, that's your core muscle. That's the shape it creates when you contract your deep core muscle in your abdomen. We are then going to add in a leg. Okay, so at the same time as you take the arms back, we're going to slide the left heel away. Leaving the rib cage on the floor, staying on the middle of the sacrum, abdomen drops into that greyhound, that hammock position. It goes a little bit deeper still as you bring the arms forward and the leg back. Right leg, both arms, pressing the middle of the heel gently away from your fingertips, feeling the abdomen drop. If you're not sure, if you can't feel it, take a hand and feel it. Okay, so the ribs are not flaring, they're just prominent because the abdomen is dropped, rib cage is stayed where it is, the sacrum is on the floor. And drawing it back up again. Okay, so one leg, both arms, feeling that you can elongate, gently reaching the fingertips away from the middle of the heel, and then drawing it back up again without the abdomen popping up. It's dropping the whole time. We can play around with this a little bit. We can do one arm, one leg, and back up. We can do one arm and the opposite leg, and back up. And we can just adjust and play around. The main thing is maintaining your bones on the floor. So if you're really struggling with that and the abdomen is popping up, take the arms out of it and have a feel of the abdomen. Check you're on the middle of the sacrum, and we'll work the legs. So support here, abdomen drops. Slide one heel away from you. Abdomen drops. Feel, because sometimes what happens is the muscles want to pop up to draw your leg back up again. You want to ask the abdomen to stay dropping towards the spine, greyhounding, as you pull the leg back up again. Another thing that can happen is when you take one leg away from you, the pelvis might tip over as the abdomen braces, the pelvis might rock around a little bit as you bring the knee back up again. So if you can just take it step by step, feel the abdomen and practice the low load of simply being able to move your legs and arms whilst keeping your center on the floor, rib cage relaxed, middle of the sacrum, abdomen dropping the whole time, we're going to find efficient movement. And this is an exercise that I take into many other exercises, so it's a really important one to practice.